What's up, guys? My name is Epic Soren. So I was working at Subway the other day, and there's this crazy drug addict girl. I don't know if she was on like heroin or meth or whatever she was on. I don't have any experience with drugs, so I wouldn't know. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna really quick introduce this concept that I'm testing out to see how this goes. As many of you know, some of you might not, but many of you do, I work at a Subway, one of the busiest Subways in the area. Normally, everything's, well, normal. Nothing out of the ordinary happens. It's just like every other visit to Subway, everything seems to go according to plan, and we go home, and that's it. But every once in a while, something weird happens, so I'm gonna tell you guys about those. At the end of every episode, I'm gonna ask you whether or not you thought it was true. I'm not gonna tell you until the next episode. So there's gonna be at least 2 episodes, because I gotta tell you if the one I tell you today is true or not. And I think I'll just keep going with the series until I get tired of it, or I run out of stories. Alrighty, so today's story. The Crazy Drug Addict Girl. Alright, so I came in about 4 p.m. for the closing shift, 4 to close. It's the shift I normally work. There's this girl sitting in the back corner of the lobby, and she wasn't eating anything, but she had a big backpack full of stuff, and she had these massive, I think they were pink rimmed sunglasses on, and they were totally blacked out. Couldn't see her eyes at all. She had these jean shorts on that were like they couldn't have been any bigger than that. Might as well have been wearing a bikini made out of jeans. I mean, really? She had on like a pink plaid shirt that was not buttoned up, and then like a gray tank top on underneath, and it looked like she had not bathed in weeks, probably, if not more. For the time being, me and my coworker, I'm just gonna call her Y right now. Just protect the innocents. Names are changed to protect the innocents. So we'll call this specific coworker Y. So it's me, Y, and N. We're working there. I asked N, hey, do you know this girl? Do you know why she's here? He goes, nope. So I ask Y, I'm like, do you know this girl? Do you know why she's here? Why she looks like she's on some kind of drugs? Y goes, but she needs to get cleaned up or I'm gonna have to kick her out. Well, yeah, I'm about to kick her out too, right? For a little while, it was okay. We didn't see anything that was, like, specifically going wrong. And then the police showed up. At first, I was like, oh, it's Officer S, one of these officers that comes into Subway just about every week. And he just about always gets the same thing, the pastrami. Well, he comes in, I'm like, hey, Mr. S, do you want your usual today? No, actually, I need to talk to this girl over here. So he goes over, and me and Y are standing on the front line. No other customers in the store at that point. We're just kind of looking at each other like, what's going to go on here? Are we going to, like, see someone get arrested? I've never seen that before. Not in real life, I mean. So the cop takes this girl out in front of the store. He doesn't, like, lead her away or arrest her or anything. Just takes her outside. And they talk to her for a little while. She takes off the sunglasses, and she's, like, visibly pale and crying and obviously having a really bad day. So the cops talked to her for a while. Another one showed up later. Eventually, they leave. She comes back in and she sits down at the same spot in the back corner, and she's just crying for a while. And I was almost tempted to go over and see if she was okay, but I didn't, fortunately, I guess. Well, later on, me, Y, and N, we're all working on the front line because a big group of customers come in. Then this girl, this drug addict, comes over to the counter. She starts yelling at Ann. She's like, hey, Ann, can I have a cigarette? He, like, kind of glances at her and then, like, looks over at us, and I'm like, nuh-uh. I'm standing at the cash register, and he's doing the veggies, and Y is doing the meats, which is closest to where this girl is. So Y tells her, you cannot be talking to him while he's on the line, because he has a job, and he's being a productive member of society right now, so you need to go back off and stay away from us. He kind of goes, whatever. He goes outside for a little while. Days going on, my mom comes in, and this girl comes in right after my mom, and I'm like, you stay away from my mom. I mean, I didn't say it to her like that, but you get the idea. My mom comes in, I'm talking to my mom. My mom's asking me, who's this girl? Why does she look like she's on drugs? And me and Y are like, she is, we think. She's probably on meth or heroin or something nasty, and we didn't know what to do about it. So far, she hadn't broken any of the company policy rules, so we weren't going to kick her out, and she wasn't really being a disruption or taking up space that other customers wanted, so whatever. But she comes back in, she starts demanding that we go get N, who at that time was in the back stalking our chip rack. So told her, no, he can't talk to you right now. He's doing his job. She started freaking out a little bit, swearing at her. And so she's like, get out of my store right now. Get out. And me and my mom were just standing there right at the end of our little front line. And my mom's just kind of standing there watching like this. So Y is like, you get out. You get out of my store right now. So this girl goes, fine, I was on my way out. So she goes over, she grabs her stuff, she's walking out, and she gets almost to the door, she turns around, she starts to come back, and Y says, no, you get out of my store. This girl looks at her and goes, my underwear are in the sink back there. I gotta go get my underwear out of the sink back there. And Y is like, no, you get out of my store right now, or I'll call the cops. I will call the cops. Get out of my store right now. So finally this girl goes, she leaves, she gets out of the store. We had N go clean out the bathrooms from all the kind of stuff she left in there, which was a lot of nasty stuff. Later that night, Y is apologizing to me, saying like, I'm sorry your mom had to be there. Man, if my kids had been here when that happened, I would have beat her ass. And like, later on that night, this girl comes back in again. Me and Y are both like, get out of the store right now, or we will call the cops. And so she's swearing up a storm, and there's other customers in there looking at her like, what the is wrong with you people? Yeah, it was a crazy, high stress, tense day. Or maybe it was just a subway story, just a story. If you think it was true or false, let me know in the comments below, here or on Facebook or wherever. Wherever you're watching this video, there's probably a comment section down there. So let me know, what do you guys think? Was that actually true? Did that actually happen? Or did I just make it up? In fact, was it a subway story? So that was today's episode. There was no episode last week, so I can't tell you if that one was true or false. So yeah, that's all I had. Love you guys. Peace. Bye.